Good evening, I'm Sean Green with Sports Night. Beginning with cricket, well, England bowlers ripped apart a brittle West Indies President's 11, batting twice in one day in their drawn two-day warm-up game at the 3Ws Oval. After the English were dismissed in their first innings for 317 on day one, it was the President's 11's turn to bat this morning. John Campbell and Chandrapal Himraj opening the batting, separated by James Anderson, getting Campbell caught behind for one when the score was just 2 in the third over. Sam Curran never allowed the new batsman Jermaine Blackwood to settle, having the Jamaican spewing a catch to Burns at the gully. Blackwood gone for just 2 in over number 4. Curran then induced the edge of the bat from Sunil Ambrose through everyone. That's down to the fine leg ropes for the first boundary of the innings. From the other end, Anderson squares up the jittery Ambrose with a peach of a delivery that's just a kitten's whisker away from the edge. Anderson to Hemraj, dropped on the back foot. He's a goner. LBW for 3 with just 11 runs on the board. Anderson now sizing up the new batsman Jamar Hamilton, zipping past the outside edge to welcome him to the wicket. Curran to Ambrose, and there's the snake. He's gone, caught behind. The West Indies 11 in serious trouble at 14 for 4. Ambrose gone for a tortured 5 from 12 deliveries. Jack Leach to Jamar Hamilton, driving over cover. One bounce, that's 4 to release the shackles. That one a bit shortest by Leach, and Hamilton latches on, smacking it through, wideish long on for 4. Hamilton gets a bit of width outside the off stump and flashes behind square. The man running around front point could do nothing more than watch it trickle into the ropes. But then Hamilton chose the wrong ball to drive, losing his off bail. Ball by Leach for 25. It's now 46 for 5. Short broad to Vishal Singh, getting a feather onto that one, flicking down to fine leg for a rare boundary in the morning session as the West Indies President's 11 went to lunch at 64 for 5. Well, from there, they lost a further 5 wickets for 128. Now, after allowing the batsmen to bat a second time, the President's 11 accumulated 203 runs in total, losing 19 wickets in a day. James Anderson took 4 for 12, Short Broad 4 for 19. The second game goes off tomorrow. Onto the track we go, and Blue House are the new inter-house champions at the St. George Primary School after winning today's athletics meet at the National Stadium. Blue won with 374 points from Red on 354, followed by the defending champions Green and then Yellow. Damon Best reports.
Well, the sun was out in all its glory at the National Stadium for the St. George Primary School Inter-House Sports Day. We're just in time for the under-7 boys 80-meter dash. Micaiah Greenidge of Greenhouse on course for a first place finish, but Jasani Payne of Red House started to reel him in and just gained the upper hand on the line. Where is the photo finish camera when you need it? Let's take a step back and focus on the under-7 girls as well. This was also a tight finish. Kyla Holder of Red and Michaela Absalom of Blue both slowed up before the finish line, but they gave it to Holder. Too close for comfort again. Over to the under-9 girls now, 100 meters. Athletes losing their coordinates. Blue House 1 athlete short, but Mariah Munkter says, "I've got you, sis." Zion Ford of Green not going away. Who would have the last laugh? They say it's Munkter. Boys next, and Mackay Lewis of Red House leading the charge, but he became overly concerned about the back markers, and DeQuante Austin of Blue passed him like the wind. Then Rashane Clark of Yellow relegated Lewis the third. Moral of the story, don't look back. Step up to the under-11 girls. She wears a ponytail, but that's just for aerodynamics. Shanika Small of Red House, too much foot speed. Alicia Marcus of Blue, good for second. And Leah Absalom of Green picking up third. Let the inquiry into the hairstyle begin. What do you call this hairdo? Anything. Mommy's fashion.
Lucky hairdo.
It's a lucky hairdo. Case closed. Back to normal programming. What can the boys do? Zachary Wall of Greenhouse came to the office with a game plan. Seek and destroy. He can brag and boast, put at least 5 meters between himself and second place Javonte Selman of blue and the fast finishing Trakil Paris of red. Under 13 girls, still some challenges with the lane assignments, but Malikwa Cherubin had her sights set on the top prize. You could see the effort in the body language. Wins it for yellow. Danica Watson and Janaya John of Red House, second and third. And finally, the big boys of the school, Jamari and Mallet, slipped away at 5 meters and left them searching for an answer. Jeremy Boyce of green needed more real estate to mount a challenge. Ethan Hart of red, well, he holds on for third. School days are the sweetest. Until next time, Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Well, it will be Gatorade Pinelands Future and Burger King Clapping Bulls in the rematch of last year's final of the Next Gen Under-23 Basketball Invitational Tournament. Playing in the final preliminary round at the BCC gym, the Bulls had to fight hard to get past Chef Craig Station Hill Cavaliers to earn that finals berth. Now, Pinelands, who had already qualified for the final before the last round, got past Mr. H Invest Warrens. Meanwhile, Court's Blue Machine, who defeated the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, the Bay, will face the Cows in the third place playoff. Here's a look at some of the action. This game featured Pinelands in the fluorescent orange and Warrens. Watch out, Corey Watson in the paint for 2 of his 12. Gisarion Adams for the Pine, making good on this play, collecting 2 for his side. Will it drop? Yes, it does. And there were other times when the ectomorphic Adams was just allowed to stroll through the defense, just like this. Not sure what to do, guy? Then you find Darian Hurley on the baseline, sneaking in 2 for the Pine. Carl Thorpe had 11 in this game, including this. Too easy, right? When Joshua Marshall attempted his shot, it was no good until the ball found Watson, who cashed it in for 2 points. And number 5, keeping things alive for Warrens, attempting a 3, nailing a 3. Another 3 from the corner pocket, Anton Lawrence locking it down. He had 15. Rashid Maynard considering attacking the hoop, but he went another way instead. That's Kadeem Prophet nailing the long jumper. But this was a fairly easy assignment for the Pine, getting home by 8, winning 62-54. A good crowd building as the evening continued, with Blue Machine taking on the Bay in game 2. And you can guess what color the Blue Machine is wearing. That's because they had the Bay singing the blues all evening. Darius Innes, a little guy with a big heart, strips this big guy and gets 2 of his 13. The Bay with a chance to score, and the ball is spilt. But no worries, Justin Pearl is there to finish the job. Javian Mason in the paint threw these guys for 2 to keep the Blue Machine's noses ahead of the game. Innes with the steal, and he's wearing number 0, but he's playing like a hero. There he goes again. Makari Jones feeds Brandon Ruck, the pump fake, and then the layup for 2 good points for the Blue Machine. Second half, Brandon Ruck again from beyond the arc, and gets this one to drop beautifully. Long distance call goes out to Innes, who would finish in grand style. The Bay now sending a long distance call to Kyrie Alexander, and that call was rejected into the arms of David Walks, finding Innes to complete the play. The pass goes nowhere. Alexander intercepts the ball, running away to score 2 of his 10 points. Primus Waldron gets a break, putting down a slam dunk for 2 of his 20 for his side, who was trailing. But Blue Machine with a 17-point lead, and just look at that. 3 layers of icing on the cake by Jones crowns the Blue Machine winners by 20, winning 73-53. Chef Craig Station Hill Cavs up against the Bulls in the pink. Joel Hunt doing it all by himself, snaking through for 2. Andrew Eiffel on the fast break. Number 4 to explore the no-look pass to his mate. Number 0, the hero in Theo Greenwich. He had 10. Can we find Hunt once more? Yes, we can. Up and down he goes, but the ball finds its mark. Now Hunt delivers to Daveron Knight, driving in the lane. That's 2 of his game-high 15. Eiffel can drive too. Here he goes. a little trouble, but the tip-in from Darren Nurse completes the play, and the crowd loves it. Lots of great talent on display on the night. Shaquan Carrington showcased some of his, worming through these guys in the lane, finishing with a classy left-handed layup. And again, Carrington, like the invisible man, you can't see me, up the lane and down the drain. This was a close contest indeed. Eiffel with a chance to finish it in style, and so he does. The Bulls winning by 2, 67-65.